We had an amazing excursion from our cruise that stopped in Napoli. This video is going to focus on the 3 stops we made during our day in this port. First thing to know is that there's a significant amount of time on the bus to reach any of these sites. We had a good guide who kept us entertained with stories and loved the views as we made our way down the coast, but each stop seemed a little too short. That's the only negative. Stop 1 was a farm outside of Sorrento. This may have been one of the family's favorite experiences of the whole trip. We got to sample different items they make, and everything is fresh and produced right there on the farm. We were able to observe the process of how mozzarella cheese is made. Then we got to sample it. If you have never had fresh mozzarella cheese, it's hard to explain just how good it is. The most amazing part was watching the woman who owned the farm and has been doing this for 60 years dip her hands in boiling milk to separate out the cheese. Another product they make on this farm are different kinds of limoncello. Again, amazing. And the lemons they grow here are unbelievable. Some were as big as softballs. Our second stop was in the city of Sorrento. We only had a little over an hour here, so we really didn't get to see a lot. We did some shopping and had a great lunch, but we were limited on what we could do and how far we could explore. The alleyways we did explore were beautiful but crowded. For more information, check out our 360 video and the link in the description below. The last stop on our tour was Pompeii. I've always been intrigued by this city covered by volcanic ash and frozen in time. The first thing that surprised me is how it's kind of in the middle of a modern city. I don't know why, but I've always pictured this somewhere out in the countryside. I was also surprised at how big the archaeological site was. The size and the limited time on site, again, resulted in me feeling like we were a little rushed to get through and see everything. You start out in a courtyard area that gladiators used for training next to an amphitheater. Then you begin walking through the streets. It's amazing at how big the stones were they used to make the streets, and you can only imagine how comfortable it would be to ride over the stones. Walking through these streets, you also really start to get an appreciation for how big the site is. Our guide pointed out various buildings along the way, such as a bakery, homes, a bathhouse, etc. The bathhouse complex is really impressive. You can see remnants of murals on painted walls and lead pipes that were used to bring in the water. Also located in the bathhouse complex, there is a place where you can see a cast of one of the many poor souls who did not escape. In other areas, you can see old tile mosaics, fountains, statues, and other remnants of normal life during the time. At what is thought to be a more upscale house, you can see a dog in one of the mosaics. Our tour guide joked that this was an ancient version of Beware of the Dog sign, but I'm pretty sure he made that up. Our tour finished in the main square. There you can still see the remnants of temples and statues from the time. We really could have spent a half to a full day in any of these locations and still not have seen and truly appreciated everything. I'm happy we did this excursion and got a sampling of all the sites, but would really like to go back and explore Sorrento and Pompeii more individually. Being a bit of a history buff, it's hard to admit, but if we are fortunate enough to go on another cruise that stops in Napoli, I'll probably look for a tour that focuses on Sorrento or another town on the Amalfi Coast. We hope this helps you pick an activity if you are stopping here. If you want more information, check out the 360 videos we did for both Sorrento and Pompeii, which will give you in-depth visuals of both. Links found in the description below.
Thanks for checking out this episode of 5 Minute Review. Did you know that we don't charge our customers planning fees? And in fact, in many instances, we get our customers better deals than they can get going direct. So if you're ready to travel and you're not already working with a travel professional, consider giving our team an opportunity to help you plan your next great adventure. And if you're enjoying our videos, please give us a like below, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you can stay up with all the latest and greatest content. Until we see you again, travel and be well.